This is Robert Kraft, and I'm coming to you live on SNNLive, and we're here at the Source Capital Group 2016 Disruptive Growth and Healthcare Conference in New York City. With me right now is David Moylan from Dataram Corporation. The symbol is DRAM. David, welcome to SNNLive.
Well, thank you for having me here. Glad to be here, Robert.
Great to have you. So for our audience that may not know the story of Dataram, let's get an overview of the company.
Certainly happy to provide one. Dataram is a US-based memory manufacturing company that provides memory modules to customers around the globe, primarily focusing on the business segment. We've been around since 1967, that's when we were incorporated, and we've been publicly traded under the symbol DRAM since 1969. So we've been around almost 50 years, focusing on what we do best, providing memory solutions to business customers.
Okay, so memory solutions to business customers. Let's expand on that. What does that mean? What type of memory solutions are you providing?
We provide computer memory to our enterprise and our business customers. In essence, computer memory helps computers process data more quickly, more efficiently. It makes your applications run faster. It allows you to do things in parallel, so you can have multiple windows open simultaneously. In addition to providing the modules, we also provide services to help customers figure out what is the best solution for their particular environment. We also buy back memory that is no longer used in their systems and provide trading credits. We also provide competitive pricing options for them as well. We also buy computer at bulk, or we buy memory in bulk, and as a result of it, we're able to take advantage of competitive pricing advantages in the marketplace and pass those savings on to our customers.
So what types of companies would need to buy your memory? And when it comes to buying back the memory, what does that mean? Can you tell me on that?
Yeah, so buying back memory is very similar to going into a car dealership and trying to buy a car, but you've already got a car. You want to do something where you can get some value for the car that you currently have. So in essence, buying back memory for us is very similar to that process where we go in, we will sell a customer memory, but we will buy back the memory that they currently have and apply that as a credit towards their purchase, making their dollars go a little bit further and helping them clean up the memory that they currently have around in their computer areas. That said, the other part of your question was?
The other part was, well, then what types of companies need your memory, though?
Yeah. Great question. Anyone that has a computer requires memory. Anyone that has a mobile device, a tablet, a phone, a server, has memory inside of those devices to help them do their jobs more efficiently and effectively. Our target customers tend to be large global companies that work and operate in the pharmaceutical space, aerospace and defense, financial services to include investment banking, and many others that when you think about a who's who of the Fortune 1000, many of our customers happen to be listed as part of that group.
So you probably get this question asked all the time. How does your memory differentiate itself from like the cloud, for instance? You know, like if I wanted to add more memory on my phone, I can just go in and buy more cloud space. You know, so how do you compete with that?
Well, it's a good point, because when you think about the cloud, what the cloud really is, it's a number of computers that are networked or linked together that all have memory in them. So whether the memory is on your phone, it's on your computer, or it's in servers that represent the cloud, we have a presence in all of those locations.
So you're literally selling the module so that you can enable memory to be had. So even if that company is on the cloud, they still need your memory in order to make sure that all their data is saved. Is that correct?
Well, it's not just saved, but so you can process things more efficiently and effectively. The other thing we also do to help differentiate our memory from other providers is 24/7 customer care and customer support, to include technical support and assistance. So we're always available, always on to meet the needs of our clients should they have a question, a concern, or an inquiry. The other thing is we test all of our memory before it leaves our manufacturing facility to reduce the chances of failure when it does get into the computer systems into which it's placed. The third thing is we also are willing to work with our customers to design specific memory solutions for their unique operating environments. Again, we work with very top tier customers in the business environment. As a result, they sometimes have very demanding needs. We can work with them side by side to design solutions that will meet their requirements, and we can also back that up with a limited lifetime guarantee, something many other providers aren't quite able to provide for a number of different reasons.
So for these modules, I'm sure you might run into different situations where you have to customize it for their different operating needs. Is your a one-size-fits-all type thing where you can work with any different type of business?
We can work with any type of business, but the one thing we've learned is that every business has its own unique and different needs and requirements. It could be in terms of the size of the memory, it could be in terms of the technical specifications, it could be in terms of the service requirements, it could be in terms of the fulfillment times and other types of needs that they have to have met. As a result of it, one of the nice things about being a slightly smaller size company is we can be nimble, we can be quick, we can be aggressive, we can be flexible, and we can design what we do around our clients as opposed to asking our clients to fit into our business model. That gives us the ability to customize, very similar to a startup, but in this case, a startup inside of a 50-year-old brand established body.
And so how do you market the product? Do you have you have to develop all these relationships with, these big firms? There's a lot of bureaucracy there, Can you comment on that?
Absolutely. So one of the ways that we go to the market in several different ways. We have our traditional channels. We have an in-house sales team that works directly with our larger and established clients. We also have a web sales channel, so you can buy our products online, either direct or through various channel partners. We also have partners and resellers that work on our behalf around the globe. And in some cases, those partners and those resellers are more effective because they are based in locations where we just don't have a physical presence. We're understanding the local culture, the local business practices, and the local way of doing business are extremely important. They bring that valuable asset and knowledge and insight to the table to help us extend our relationships. But we do go to market in a number of different ways. We also attend conferences such as the one here, the Source Capital Group 2016 Disruptive Growth and a healthcare conference here in New York City to get our word out, to get our name out there so people know who we are, what we're about, and then can take an interest and ask questions as appropriate.
And what's your background? How'd you get into Dataram?
So my background is very interesting. I started off in the military many years ago when I was trying to figure out a way to pay for school. Served with the 101st, spent time in the Middle East, came back, went to Carnegie Mellon, and got a business degree and an MBA from the Tepper School of Business, or now it's called the Tepper School of Business. Did consulting for years in manufacturing and technology-oriented industries, and eventually found my way into Dataram as a member of the board of directors. So I was nominated as a director because of my background and my experiences across industries, functions, and types of business situations back in the fall of 2014, and was elected to the board of director as an outgrowth of the shareholder proxy process. And then from there, the board asked me to step in to take over and run the company, turn it around, and bring it back to its current posture, which is oriented towards growing going forward.
And okay, so we're in 2016. What are some of the goals, from what you can tell me, what are some of the goals and milestones for Dataram going into in the near term and long term?
Mm-hmm. So a couple of things. One, continue to build deeper, tighter relationships with our entire value chain. And that only includes our suppliers, who we rely on as part of the process, our manufacturing and trade partners, but more importantly, our customers, because without them and without their help and assistance, we wouldn't be here. We want to continue to work closely with all of our various partners, not only domestically, but also internationally. Additionally, we want to continue to improve the margins of the business. Every business wants to do that. We are actually demonstrating our ability to do that over time, improve the returns back to our investors. And finally, also, even though it's a difficult market, as evinced by everything we're seeing, not only in terms of macro, but also micro events, grow the top line, both organically and inorganically over time. And we have the full support and backing of not only our partners, but also our investor base as we go forward, which is equally important to achieving our goals and our outcomes.
So where can our audience go and find more information about Dataram?
A couple of locations, but the most relevant is our company website, www.dataram.com, and that's Dataram, Dataram.com. Additionally, if you were to send us an email at info@dataram.com, we can make sure it gets to the right person to respond back to it. Or you can also call the company's main line and ask for one of our assistants to help provide answers to the questions you may have.
My name is Robert Kraft, and I'm coming to you live on SNNLive, and we're here at the Source Capital Group 2016 Disruptive Growth and Healthcare Conference in New York City. With me again has been David Moylan from Dataram Corporation, the symbol DRAM. David, thank you so much for coming on.
Great, thank you again. Very much appreciated.